listening to the Law Enforcement Pirate Radio Network. Radio Free Larry presiding.
You can run, but you can't hide.
Radio Free Larry.
All right, here we go again. Buckle up. Rough roads ahead and all those good things. So, wow, it cranked up for some reason there. It wasn't like that a second ago. All right, so this looks okay. Hopefully the volume is loud enough. Maybe too loud. Pretty good shopping in there. Not really, but Satan's playing around. But then again, the deep state channels it. And again, they call it the deep state, but it's every political party. It's the beast. It's the whore of Babylon. It's Jezebel, Delilah. So again, that's what it is. Oh, okay, here, yeah, I just remembered. Something else came up. I didn't see it though. Okay, so God's throwing these traffic fixes at me. State troopers must be in here or something. So I had distracted cart driving. I took my mask off while I was driving my cart and it crashed into the bollard. So we have to heal distracted driving and car accidents involving hitting bollard and stationary objects, God said, as a follow up when I said bollards. But boom, boom. What was that? Is that a flat tire? I don't know. I couldn't read the last one. Well, you have the power of the road there through your position, so you have to heal the road. You think you're just there to stupidly drive up and down the road all day? So, what was it? The guy, I can't remember. God knew I was going to be here, but I can't forget. I forgot what the clue, what he showed me earlier in it. It shows me what was up here. I was going to be in Shawnee. I don't know. I forget what it was. But God knew I was going to be here. There was some sign earlier. Like I didn't know it was a sign. It's just something that happened. I forget what it was. It was something that happened in the store, and God did something about 5 hours ago or something. It was kind of a premonition without knowing it was a premonition. Because I had no idea I was going to shop here. Oh, the sound was like gunk gunk. When your tire hits like a pothole, gunk gunk. Does that mean anything to anybody? Well, heal it then. I'm kind of like Benny Hinn, but they keep cursing me off, and I'm not a million or multi-millionaire. I guess Benny Hinn's a multi-millionaire. I mean, I believe he can hear people, as well as as far as him healing people. It is what it is. Thank you. but because he has the settled life, and they're not every. I mean, some people curse him off, but it's a lot easier for him to do what he does than for me to do what I do. Kind of like the Benny Hill law enforcement if they'd stop. Benny Hinn was in with us for a while. I mean, I put networks together and stuff, like metaphysical, and help maintain them. And of course, it's God, but I mean, it killed everything. I mean, I spent decades fixing everything. I mean, if you're not gonna have respect for me when I'm wounded in action, then go to hell. I mean, literally. Yeah, we really could fix Texas if they do what I'd say to do. It would work rather well, I'm sure. I can see it. I know it's gonna work. Wouldn't say it if it wouldn't work. So we would have got the Rangers would have seized that rifle, and he probably would have been deported again. But I guess that's the worst thing they can do, though, right? Oh shoot, didn't know that. I was supposed to go to. Oh well, it's not that store anyway. They're messing up my coffee purchase. I had like a beautiful coffee life for a while. They just screwed it up. I tried 8 o'clock coffee again. It's nasty. I don't know. It used to be good. Like, and all I had was like the super huge bag, so I wasted like $12 or some shit. But it's just too nasty. I, I, I suffered for a week. I had to buy my regular coffee. I figured I'd save money, right? Ends up costing me more money. I kind of wish I was in an apartment when the allergies and all this summer hits and the spring and all that. It's just nasty in a small room. So and then the dander and dust and dander goes up, and but you all paying the hell for it. I would have a house. I'd had a house way before this. They got in the middle of it. They still don't let me get my 2D DD414. They think they're funny. Blocking that, hacking it. Thought they were funny sending me the other one. I was in the late entry program for a while, and then I went to college instead of going in the army, and then I went in the army. I'm glad I waited. Teletypewriter repairman. I don't think I wanted to be that. The recruiter, I guess, and I don't know if they get more points for a high tech job or something, or a higher tech job. My recruiter is a Spanish guy, and when I became a combat engineer, and he was like freaked out about me getting combat engineer with my ASVAB score. Let you know it was me. When I was in the army. I was like the top 5% easy of the combat engineers. That just shows you how stupid the army is, right? The Hulks trying to play their game. But you can't win wars. You're playing games out. I mean, Gant obviously wasn't playing his game out. I mean, it looks that way, but if that's the way the devils work in the government, make the other person look bad. He's probably one of the few people that was serious about doing it and really cared, and they killed him, of course, right? Nah, he didn't have to go anywhere. It's such a lie. At the worst, you give him desk duty for 6 months. Then you can still use him. Put him in an office with a phone, and they call him up. You do like a video conference, and you can still have the meetings with the Afghanis. Wait a minute, am I supposed to turn here? Where am I? Oh no, it's up this way. Nah, they're full of it. What people did. I mean, it's just you're all stupid. All he had to do was go do desk duty for 6 months or something. That's all he had to do. I mean, come on. For all that work he put in, but of course they wanted to take him out. And they probably drugged him and everything. I guess because of the drugs, you have to do desk duty for a year, maybe. Like everybody was laughing at us, probably. You get rid of Gant. I mean, Russians had to be Russians, Syrians. They all were probably laughing. They wanted to kill Gant the whole time, and you take him out. And they don't have to kill him. You killed him. Idiots. Russians always convinced me that that I would have like inside try to convince me that I would have a better life in Russia. I said, but I wouldn't do that shit. And they go, oh, because I'm so capable. They would love to use me if I was born in Russia or whatever. But I said, but I won't do that. Thank you. No, not BS. They know I'm not going over there. Not like trying to recruit me or anything. I mean, yeah, they wish they could, but no way it's going to happen. I'm not like these other people that sell out and act like they're Americans all day. Well, they get shadow remunerated by Russia. But I brought that up. Like, what's his name? What's that guy that went over there? I don't remember his name. The one guy for the computer guy. But he goes over there and lives because he's one of them. He's one of the like the deep state type. Believe me, there's all. I guess you say the beast. He's part of the beast. So what he does is he does that, and then like all the beast people in the United States, instead like he lives a great life, right? But all the beast people in the United States attack all the innocent people in the United States. Oh, they all like that guy. What was that? I don't remember that guy's name. It was, I guess they consider him a spy and all that. I don't remember his name, but he's in Russia. And I guess his wife eventually went over there. I thought he was going to marry Spilina Navratilova, whatever her name was, that woman that was here. They were like dating or something. Then his wife went over there, I guess. But what they do is they say, "Oh, more is it risky like that? You can see, right? Whammy, whammy, whammy." And he destroyed my life while he lives the life of Riley. For sure. I mean, the country's upside down. No, God's not happy. God is not the Father's kingdom, so He doesn't send legions of angels, but He sent me. And actually, I'm connected to Legions and Angels. Before, when I was up higher, I could actually take the helm with awareness. Maybe that's why Jesus rides the horse and like has to come and do stuff at the end, because I can't communicate anymore. I don't see him as well. Well, I mean, Jesus knows I'm an angel. Doesn't mean anything to me. It's like stupid. Once I wake up, it was all stupid. Hierarchy was like, what? Actually, I never really was into hierarchy, but I was very respectful of hierarchy, you know? Once I woke up, I'm like, what? That's stupid. They dumb everybody down and then call it hierarchy when you're not dumbed down as much. But now it's like out of control. It's just killing everything. So what it looks like is the AI will cause typos. Believe me, I'll sit there and if it takes over your spell check, and they'll call it a virus, but it's there's a spy thing running it because it has a spycraft technology within it. So I'll fix a tweet and then I'll read through it and then I'll go back and have to fix another spot that I already read through. They're trying to make you doubt yourself. That's part of it also. So like this guy that stares at me that used to knock on my ceiling, he's up there like staring off into the distance now, like he wasn't staring at me. Oh no, I wasn't staring at you. I'm like, you burn in hell for it. Go to hell for that. That's how I would raise my kids if I could have raised my kids after they killed our family. They didn't help my family. My family didn't need to escape from me. Their illusion, their criminal illusion. Need to escape from them. But they wouldn't have sex with my ex-wife, I'm sure. So they played it up like they were saving her. Like they did all those women in Santa Fe and Naples. There it is again. There's something going on where, like, this vehicle here just had law enforcement cred. Now, I don't think they're in it. Oh, it could be the owner. Right. Is Greener Side Irrigation, Deep State? So this one guy, it's my neighbor. They're giving me the cold shoulder. I'm like, they're the ones that, I don't think they like cops. That's the weird part about cops, that they'll use people that hate cops against me and pay them money to hate cops. So what does that tell you about cops? All right. I don't know if they're working. I knew they were paranoid and weirded out about all sorts of shit. They could be being operated, or who knows, but I knew they were paranoid and, they don't like cops. So what was happening is, I guess I'm wiring into something here. And every time I let an exit PD, or not every time, but a couple of times when an exit PD went by, I came out and I healed them. I heal him, his wife, and his dog. At least I did. I don't know if I don't want to connect to him right now. I think that would cause connection. And of course, yeah, I heal a lot of screwed up people, but I think he has like an emotional issue directed at me, and I'm kind of far down right now, so I don't know how much healing of him I'll do. Right. And again, it's God. What it is, I'm receiving while I'm explaining it to you as to what's going on as far as the healing and why I wouldn't heal him. But God triggers my healer. Like I could be laying in bed. Yeah, and this is the point. Before I woke up, I was healing people. I went back to the church I was in while I was asleep, one of the churches, a Baptist church, Fundamental Baptist. And the assistant pastor was the pastor's son, and the daughter-in-law, the wife of the assistant pastor, saw me, and I was moving my hands and doing my stuff, and she goes, "Oh, there's Larry with those hand gestures again." And I'm thinking, I didn't know I was. I thought I was just fidgety. I was healing people asleep because God was triggering it. Maybe that's why they thought I was like a deep stater. God probably like to get in the government. God probably had me shoot some deep state high signs. This is horrible. My neighbor from Ethiopia's got this huge truck, and these parking spots are just so freaking small. He's a nice guy, man. He's probably one of the nice. I mean, we don't speak at length, but he's probably one of the nicer guys. A Christian, I guess, Orthodox, and he's one of the nicer guys that I probably met at any of these places. He pretty much just works and goes inside. But I guess he got divorced and his life didn't work out either, and we talk about it a little bit, because he knows the deal, right? Satan's people cursing him. I guess this is a little bit loud. I just hit the yellow. Is it piercing your ears? So my neighbor had it was like really weird all day. I'm just trying to like I'm staying neutral because it was weird. So and again, there's something going on. There's an execution going on. Whoever's here is here, but they're executing people. So there's a lot of weird energy. I was trying to take my neighbor had his family over for like it was like yesterday and today, and I didn't want to like say anything to them because I didn't. He needed to introduce me, so I didn't. I'm not gonna be like, "Oh, why are you talking to my wife?" You don't know people. And he's I think I don't know if he's a combat. I think he's a combat veteran, combat engineer, combat veteran, and yeah, I live in combat engineer land here. I mean, it's probably a greater chance in this area for that to happen than anywhere else. Halfway between Fort Riley and Fort Leonard Wood. So today, I was like, took the moment. His family, I guess, had already left. I'm like, "Oh, you had your family over," and he's like, big smile. He probably wouldn't have said anything, but I don't like intruding in people's lives like that. But he was all happy. He's trying to find a place. He hasn't found a place. I haven't found a place. I don't know. See, we don't get taken care of like we used to. I hate military people, and no, it isn't just the libtards. The conservative people only hate military people that are haters. That's how it's working nowadays. So if you're not a hater, you don't get anything. Yeah, we call it because you're a rhino. Oh, Mr. Democrat. Most of his life, Trump 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're assholes. I mean, they're what they are is remember the Democrats that Joe Biden. You got to admit, Joe Biden was pretty flaky back in the day. No, I think he's mellowed out. He's not like saying, you know what? I guess not. You know what? We spoke a different. I just thought about that. We spoke a different way back then, right? So, and so, but he. Where's I going with that? Okay, now because I'm. Oh, remember that? But really, the Democrats were not so honorable back in the day, and maybe a lot of them aren't honorable today. I guess no politician's honorable, but it just begs the reason. Okay, let's talk about Trump Democrat, right? It just makes sense. Trump's an asshole as a Democrat, then he comes over here and makes Republican Party an asshole. I mean, they're assholes. Absolute assholes. There's certain people that you don't disenfranchise. You just don't do it. Yeah, I mean, I guess low class is what you would call them. But we got money and golf courses. Trump, the lowest common denominator. of the Republican Party. But the rest are assholes too. I mean, there's independent assholes too. If I went up to Nebraska, they probably aren't with Trump, but they would attack me like they did the other. They drugged me in Nebraska last time. Bad. I mean, bad. I don't even know how they got me that bad. So I'm building on my tower arc pretty well. I got the sides on the crown on. If I had to do it again, I'd do it a little different, but it doesn't matter. It works this way. I have a couple columns theoretically coming tomorrow. I don't know if they'll be here tomorrow. They're small ones. I have 3 on one side, 3 on the other. I'm building the Jewish Pantheon on top. Or Parthenon, whatever they called it. So it's moving along well. The painting's going to be a little scary, but I might have to go with brush painting. I might go with like milk paint. That's what I used on my wall room divider. No, but you have to understand there's no life. They don't allow any life. They're not protecting anyone. They're killing someone. Therefore, they isolate and don't allow life. And they say, "Well, you're self-isolating." No, I can't. If I reach out, it goes the same direction. But there's a lot more effort, and then it kills me. Again, depletion. So they put all these things around me all those years, and I went in that direction, and then they killed it. It wasn't anything I was saying. It wasn't anything I was doing. They're psychotic, man. Been psychotic their whole life. They're devils, demons, antichrists, witches, and sorcerers of a satanic and criminal nature. And they'll burn in hell. Well, stay peaceful. Praise God in all that you do.